Hello everybody, yes I'm back. I apologise for all my subscribers and to all the girls that were lingering outside my gate constantly for a week wanting my body. But I have been so fucking busy, it's been unbelievable. One of the reasons why I've been busy, as you know, is the chapel in Seaside is getting renovated, and I promised them I would paint them 2 pictures. They wanted pictures of an angel, and I said don't paint it on the wall because after the time the plaster will drop off and, you know, whatever, it'll probably look like fucking Mickey Mouse or something like that if they paint it. So I promised them to do them 2 angels on 2 canvases. So I ordered 2 canvases from Cebu, 3 foot by 4 foot, and they're a lot bigger than I thought, and that has taken up all my time, and I will show you the pictures. I haven't taken them down to the chapel yet because they're still doing the ceiling, and knowing them people, if I put the paintings up on the wall whilst they're still putting plaster on the ceiling and painting it, they will not take them off the wall, they will just fucking paint, and the angels will look like spotted dicks. Okay, so they're ready to mount on the wall. And so that is basically it. So here's my 2 angels ready to be taken down to the chapel in Seaside. I've kept it simple in line with what the chapel decoration is. I've been very busy and I apologise. I can't do everything. I know I'm fantastic in most areas, but I can't do everything. And also, as you know, I'm getting rented rooms renovated. And like with any builder, whether they're on a day rate or like a contract, they always want materials and they tell you the fucking same day they want them. So I've been running around, going to the bank, going to the builder's yard, getting stuff and everything else. So everything is just piled on top and I have not had time to even shite. And that's the truth, because I got constipation and I had to go to the doctors to get some pills for my constipation. And then after that, the toilet got blocked up, and then I had to call a plumber, and everything else just came on top. But not really. I'm here in my normal self. So I will carry on with a rant and rave on some of the topics. But there was one topic I read in the Dumagetti expat, and they were so fucking hell. They were complaining about the smells and blah 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 and this and that, and some of the locals were saying, well, if you don't like it, fuck off. Well, they didn't say fuck off. I'm saying fuck off on their behalf. Now, there was one thing on the Dumagetti Facebook today which I found very, very good. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if I said this a long time ago and they just captured it themselves. It says, and I'm reading this from my laptop: you came here from there because you didn't like it there, and now you want to change it here to be like there. You are welcome here, only don't try to make here like there. If you want to make here like there, you shouldn't have left there in the first place. And that is absolutely true. So whoever wrote that, a lady called Debbie, it had to be from a lady, didn't it? I wonder if she's American. Very unusual. Anyway, I'll keep up with some of the topics. I'm going through some of the topics now. They all say perfectly said on this particular topic, but there was one dickhead. I think he was from Dumagetti, because most dickheads come from Dumagetti. Oh, wow, just wondered if there are some Kiwis around. And where are you from? New Zealand? Sorry, Aussies don't count as Kiwis. So you come to Dumagetti to catch up with all your Kiwis that you get away from. That's very, very good. Here's one. Question on hospitals and labour. My girlfriend is pregnant and I would like to attend delivery in a room with her. This is not common practice in the Philippines. In Cebu, in Chonghao, I managed to attend with some specific letters and the signing of 5 different persons, chairman, director, blah, 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 prior to delivery. Has anyone been able or tried to attend the delivery in an hospital in Dumagetti? Why the fucking hell do you want to go and watch it for? Fucking hell. Some big fucking pussy fucking swelling up and pulsating and blood everywhere and fucking screaming and shouting, and she's calling you all the bastards under the sun. Why the fucking hell do you want to go and see that? Now this one is so fucking sad that even the locals, well not the locals, the expat said it was sad. Listen to this. This is fucking believable. I'm going to move my tripod so I can see you properly. I can't look in the camera. I can't do fucking two things at once. I'm not that clever. Listen to this. This is a right fucking arsehole. I don't want to cross any lines, but I have trouble telling the age of Filipinas. Lots walk past my house and even loiter when I sit out front. I know how you feel. I fucking sit out the front and they're like flies around shit. They seem a little too giggly, though, so I pretend not to notice. Also, did meet up with a few 20-ish girls that didn't have a lot on my balls. What do you mean a lot on your balls? I fucking sit on your balls or what? I'm looking to upgrade. Well, fucking good lad to you, mate. I'm fucking wish I could upgrade my car, but I can't. I'm looking to upgrade, but the older grannies don't seem to speak good English. So I'm stuck with these youngsters. Life is hard and so am I. Well, if you're looking for ones that don't seem to speak good English, well, nor the fucking you seem to be speaking good English, because I've never read such a load of old bollocks in my life. Have you just come over here to pick up a fucking pussy? Or have you come over here to live and enjoy the environmental, I don't know, situation, living here, you know, with nice people, friendly people? Why do you come here? You can't get a piece of fanny in your own country? And his name's Hans. Must be fucking German or some fucking European. But fucking hell, what, 104 comments. Oh, the comments are not opening. Why aren't the comments open? Anyway, it don't matter. Yes, I'm fucking stupid. I was pressing the comments with my finger, thinking it was my iPhone, not realising that I had to put the cursor on the comments to open them up. So I learned a lesson there. I am just turning. Oh, this is from. Looks like a young lady. I won't mention her name. But what about, I am just turning 20 this coming July the 2nd, and I am in love with, and I'm together with my handsome man. He is 62 years old. No, it's not me. As soon as he mentions handsome man, you automatically think it's me. No, it is not me. I'm younger than 62. Well, are you jealous or upset because why I love him? Well, are you jealous or upset because why I'm in love with him? Hello, that's fucking crazy. Looks like a post from one of those many sick expats that have the need to let others know that he can have a girlfriend in his 20s. Poor guy. Who wants a girl in their fucking 20s? I don't. Fuck's sake. The giggles at first are cute, but it wears off. They are there, but they're not really there. We don't piss on people's English in international forums. That is just bad etiquette. Or he put netiquette. You are free to shut up and move on to the next post or offer constructive criticism at best. This fool doesn't know any English. Oh, please write in your own language so that we can Google and translate it for us. Fucking hell, man. Here's one. My dog Romeo and I were the only passengers in business class from Taipei to Cebu yesterday. We had just flown Houston Taipei. We had a 4 flight attendants asking us every 4 minutes if we needed anything, as they had very little to do. In Cebu for a couple of days, then to Duma. See you soon. And there's a picture of this guy sitting with this fucking dog on his lap in business class. Well, did you mean to say that the dog can actually reply to the attendants if they asked the dog if he wanted anything else? Why didn't you put the dog in a fucking box and throw him in the fucking hole of the plane? Why fucking did you pay business class seat for a fucking dog? Well, if you did, I would have fucking, you should have put it under the fucking wheel, or put it in a box if he's that fucking, if you're that desperate, you got to take a dog on fucking business class. More money than fucking sense. I'm a veteran and will be visiting Dumagetti for the first time in August to see if we want to retire there. A few years ago, I bumped into some vets at the VA clinic in Manila. Is that venereal disease clinic or what? I'm not really sure. They were saying how nice it is there. I would love some suggestions. Well, on the fucking comments are, one, my opinion is find a better place. Dumagetti has grown in all the wrong ways, all the negatives of a medium-sized city with none of the benefits. I've head off if not stuck for personal reasons. It's not the Dumagetti of 10 or 12 years ago. No, that is absolutely... And there's another one about... I hope this does not lead to flack, but it seems only those who wore a uniform in the USA start every sentence with, I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran from the British Army, 20 years veteran, but I don't go around saying, I'm a veteran, I'm a veteran. I've done my time. I'm like a prisoner. I've done my time. Why I have never heard of an IT expert or geologist, nurse, medical doctor or any professional stating their profession when it is not relevant. Dumagetti is a good place to retire, and only if you have a military pension the living is much cheaper than the USA. So there you go. I'm a veteran. Let's go to Dumagetti. I can live better. Bollocks. Oh, fucking hell. There's another one from Hans Christian fucking Anderson. I admit, in his perfect English, I admit that it feels like a jerk move. Yes, you've already fucking started and you sound like a jerk. But when Filipinos come visit and theirs, as in their, not theirs as in personal, come visit and there's 4 of them chatting away, I keep asking them to speak English, just so I can be involved. Finally, I put up a sign. This house is American, please speak it. I just hate feeling alienated in my own home. Funks. Not thanks, funks. Well, have you ever thought that the reason they speak Filipino is because they don't want to fucking involve you in their conversation, you fucking numbnuts? Obviously you're American. Obviously you must be some immigrant from somewhere else to go to America, because I think most Americans can speak reasonably good English. Yeah, even from the colonial days they started learning English, and I think by now their English is pretty good, apart from the odd fucking words that I don't understand, like garbage for rubbish, carburetor for carburetor, Caribbean for Caribbean, but I still understand the poor fuckers. Anyway, let's see what's up. Oh, nearly done it again with my finger. Let's see what some of the comments say about this fucking one. I've endured that for 8 years in the Philippines. It won't change. To us, it's very rude. To them, apparently not. We, of course, have different standards. But honestly, I hate it. Just tell them it's bastos. What's that? Some sort of fucking gravy or something? Bastos? Another one. Are you not capable of learning the languages? This is their country, not yours. Adjust, adapt and overcome. Heartbreak Ridge. Clint Eastwood. Well done, mate. Yes, very true. Personally, I don't get involved with conversation. Most of the people that I speak to down at Seaside can speak English anyway, and I'm fucking useless at learning languages. I can just about speak English, and I can't be bothered. But it doesn't bother me if they all speak fucking... what's the language? Bisaya? It doesn't bother me. So fucking what? Sometimes you're better off not fucking knowing what they're saying, because they could be calling you a wanker. Have you ever thought about that? So how would you feel if they're all sitting there and say, you know, Hans, you're a fucking wanker? What are you going to say? Oh, yes, that's true. Thank you for involving me. Come on, get a fucking life. Going on the Cebu page now on Facebook, and there's one, I find it quite, at first I couldn't understand, but it's a picture, the background's black, it says Happy Treason Day, and there's a Union Jack with some sort of crown in the middle, and it says ungrateful colonials. Now I am assuming that they're going back to the, not the Civil War, what was the Colonial War, or War of Independence, or whatever it was. I'm not really clued up. But as far as I know, and I've been watching Outlander. Now, if you haven't seen Outlander, watch Outlander. It's on Netflix. It's fucking amazing. It's a lot of sex and that in the beginning. You know, he gets bummed in fucking prison and everything else. But as it goes on, they find themselves in America, and they become a colonial, and he's from Scotland, which, all right, they couldn't find an English actor at the time, so they had to have a Scottish one because he was much cheaper. And he ends up with his girl, who goes back in time. I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but watch it, Outlander. It's fucking very good. Anyway, what I can gather from that, the reason why the redcoats at the time, why it all started, because Britain wanted them to pay taxes. That's what I believe. I'm not sure if it's right. I'm sure someone will put me right in a harsh and damning comment. But anyway, do you fucking blame them? Why should they pay fucking Britain taxes if Britain's over in the fucking other side of the world? So I think that's a bit of Happy Treason Day, ungrateful colonials. I don't think so. Or is that an American? That could be an American, actually. Criticising the Brits for being unknown. Oh, I don't fucking know. It's history. Why am I bothered in fucking history? This one's a quick one. It said, living in the Philippines. Once you develop that it is what it is mentality, a lot of things stop bothering you. Canadian intercepted at the airport. She put drugs, I believe, in chocolate. 48 million, I don't know what that is, peso or what, of drugs wrapped in chocolate. Peso, Philippines. The Bureau of Image shared with the Ninoy Aquino Airport. Identified as Wendy, a 64, you're fucking 64, what the fucking hell do you want to start smuggling drugs for at 64? Was successfully stopped by the NAIDIDG after receiving intelligence information about an attempt to smuggle illegal drugs. Mirrors arrived on board a Japan Airlines flight from Mexico at the NAIA. Was promptly arrested by the Philippines Drug Enforcement violation. Anyway, 60 fucking free. She won't get out of jail free, will she? She'll fucking die in jail. She'll be. Oh, it was 40. The estimated street value of the seized drugs is peso 48,680,000. I don't suppose she could have stuffed that internally, would she? I think that was a bit too much to stuff it up her fanny and up her arse at the same time. Otherwise it would have made her look fucking pregnant. Anyway, what a fucking idiot. Pushing drugs? Keep them. Don't fucking bother doing it in another country. You're going to fucking die in jail, lady. And that'd be you'll probably end up with a fucking lesbian now. Fuck's sake. Anyway. BIF forms of circling scams. There's plenty of scams in the new fucking, in the film. This one will get you. A British fucking guy, of all guys, a fucking British. It couldn't be a fucking American or any other national. It had to be a British guy. A British national and his mistress was arrested in Barangay Tubol, Molbol town in southern Cebu on Tuesday, July the 4th, after they were caught shagging. But they said sleeping together, which is a polite word for they were fucking shagging. By the foreigner's wife. Fucking hell. You don't do it on your own fucking doorstep, do you? But you don't even fucking do it at all. Not in the Philippines, for fuck's sake. Not with all the bloody rules and stuff, and the you know, the religion and the ways they are over there. Fucking the suspects were placed under the custody of mobile police. Fucking hell, man. Let's see what the comments are on that one. A British guy. How old was he? Doesn't even say his age. Fucking hell. I understand that he wanted a bit on the side, but what a fool to play close to home. Should have gone to Cebu City to be anonymous. Oh, didn't he not live in Cebu? I don't know. Well, there's my word for the day. Quite a height disparity. Very complicated. Dumb and Dumber. Yes, fucking Dumb and Dumber. With all the... I mean, I just don't understand it. These fucking people. You know, and he's going. I don't know what what he'll do. He'll put him up in fucking prison probably, and then he'll get fucking bummed. Fucking hell, he's having the best of both worlds. He's shagging a fucking mistress, and he gets bummed in fucking jail as well. What a lucky bastard. Oh, hang on, what's it say? A British national and his mistress were arrested. The suspects were there. Nah, it doesn't even tell his age. Let me see if I can get his age. And it's called concubinage or something. I don't fucking know. Some of these words are beyond me. Did you hear one of the Danish national was immediately brought to hospital after being shot in the head in Panglo town this afternoon, June the 27th. Panglo police said officers responded to an alarm just after 2 p.m. along Puruk 5 in Barangay. The victim was identified as blah blah blah, won't mention his name, a Danish national, a resident in the said barangay. He was immediately brought into the hospital. Be fucking careful, guys. Maybe complained about the karaoke. You got to be fucking careful. As in Rome, just keep your fucking nose clean. And what's the matter with these fucking foreigners? An American national nabbed shoplifting in Taliban. An American national was detained at the Taliban police station after he was caught picking up 3 water faucets. Now, I've learned that is a tap. Without going through the counter of a big store in Citru. Fucking hell, man. I just don't fucking understand why people come to a foreign country and they do things like this, because the prisons are not like prison in fucking America or Europe or something. These prisons are fucking shit. So again, he's going to get fucking bummed for pinching the fucking tap. He will. He'll have a tap attached to his fucking arse. It'll be permanently fucking running when he gets in fucking prison. Just looking at a guy that apparently gave a lot of money to his wife, and she's ended up being a scammer. You know, I know people think that foreigners that come over to a foreign country, Philippines, especially in the Philippines, because that's where we are at the moment, they're all honest, good living, you know, trustworthy people. But unfortunately, in every nationality, American, English, European, I don't class English as European because we're out of the EU now, but there's always bad eggs among the basket, isn't there? Eh? And some of these people, I come to the Philippines and I know I get criticised a lot for being an unsociable bastard, but yes, I am an unsociable bastard, but I don't have any hassle with other people. Someone said when I was giving donations to the chapel, when I painted it, the gold vases for them, someone made a comment that, oh, the locals know where to come to for money. Well, no, that's not true, because I say no to people. I don't mind giving money when I want to give money, but I do not give money to everyone that fucking asks me. No, 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 I'm sorry. I don't get involved with other foreigners. Why? Because I don't want to. I don't want to get involved with other foreigners. I come to the Philippines to get away from the gossip, from the old fucking women. I came here for peace and quiet, and I do my painting. I'm in the house on my own all day long. I enjoy my painting. I listen to music if I want to. I have a little nap if I want to. I go on my exercise bike if I want to. I am not fucking pressurised by meeting someone at the coffee shop at 2 o'clock because you're fucking ordered to. I suggest, and I notice a lot of people in the province that are settled down in their own house with their wives and children, they're happy on their own. They don't need to fucking socialise. They've got their family. Good luck to them. But there's a lot in the cities, and I live in the city, and that's one of the reasons why I don't get involved with people. Luckily enough, Paho isn't overpopulated like Cebu or Dumaguete. There are a few for foreigners, but I think we're all on the same understanding. We just say hi, and that's it. If someone says, where are you from? I'll say UK. Where are you from? America? Oh, good. That's it. That's what I've come here for. I don't want to get involved with people. I don't want any fucking hassle. I don't want to be talked about. I don't fucking care what people think of me. But at least I can fucking go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning knowing what I'm going to do that day, and I'm not being pressurised by other people. And I'm not getting scammed by fucking people because I'm very clever. Well, not clever. I'm very wary where my money is. I do a lot of things. All my money is in UK. I transfer money when I want it. And I don't give it away to people. If I want to donate money to... It's like this paintings I've done for the chapel. I volunteer to do that. It cost me 1,800 per canvas for 2 canvases. 3,600. I pay for that myself. And my paints and my time. No one else. So it's got fuck all to do with anybody else. Now, take note. I'm back. Saying it as it is. This is Jeff in Paho for BBC News. Goodbye. I forgot to add one thing. I went to Cebu to SM City Mall because I wanted to buy some paint. And I went to Art Bar, which is not my favourite place. They only have a very limited. But anyway, I went to a restaurant there, and it's the second time I went there because my partner wanted, oh fucking hell, I can't remember what it is. Oh God, what is it called? It's like a pork. I'll have to think of it later. Here it is, crispy pata, SM Mall, enjoy. I had to buy some paint because the 2 paintings of the chapel I'm doing needed some acrylic background. So I'm in here getting crispy pata. Crispy pata, mixed salad. What's that one called?
Danggit. Danggit and egg. Danggit and egg salad.
Danggit and egg. Shrimp. What's that one?
Shrimp in, I don't know, oysters.
Shrimp in oyster sauce. That must be some onion and garlic.
Oyster fat, my love.
Oyster sap. That's onion and garlic, dip, peppers, chilies, sorry. Iced tea pitcher and rice. And I'm gonna start eating, so goodbye. I'm sitting here in SM Mall waiting for a crispy pata to arrive, and I just had a really good thought. You see that oyster shell there? I would love to be able to sit here with a switch, and every time a little kid goes inside that shell, I would love to press the switch and the lid comes down on him, entraps him for maybe a short time, maybe 30 seconds, and then open it again and see if the kid is screaming inside. I would love that for a job. Maybe I'll speak to the manager about it.